Welcome to the show. Welcome. It is Wednesday. That time, that lovely place. I'm your host, Commander Ash Cheeks, and I am here with, of course, the wonderful Mary Lynn Bass and my buddy Phil Adams. We have some incredible guests today. Some that we met. I want to say we met them originally in San Antonio, Louisiana. We met in Louisiana, and then we got to see Miss Crystal. She graced us with her presence again in Abalamba. Go, Miss Mary Lynn, take it away. Who do we got?
Well, we actually have Crystal, and you just kind of gave it away. Crystal and Carol from the Ghost Hunting Housewives. And I'm going to pass it over to Phil with the bio.
So, Crystal, welcome, is the founder of the Ghost Hunting Housewives, has nurtured a lifelong connection to the paranormal. Raised by her grandparents in the heart of Alabama, she experienced early encounters with spirits that ignited a profound fascination with the supernatural, ultimately shaping her destiny. Over the years, her love for the paranormal led her to work in a variety of haunted locations, ranging from eerie hospitals to mysterious military bases. With an insatiable curiosity and a drive to uncover the truth, now spends a significant amount of her time assisting others and locating essential information about haunted sites. Through her work with Ghost Hunting Housewives, Crystal continues to explore the unknown, driven by the same curiosities that first captivated her as a child.
Nice. All right. So the first question that needs to be asked is, do you have alcohol?
So we also have a bio for Carol.
I was going to say, we're forgetting somebody.
I said, why didn't you just keep going then?
Because somebody introduced the young lady. I can't just be like, hey, Carol.
That's all right. Mary Lynn, do your thing.
And now Carol.
Introduce us to the sexy beast.
Carol, the co-founder of Ghost Hunting Housewives, has deep roots in the world of the supernatural. Her journey into the paranormal began in her childhood, growing up in a haunted house that was dated back to the 1800s in South Alabama. As a young child, she could sense the presence of spirits around her, a gift that set her apart and shaped her understanding of the unseen world. Carol's natural affinity for the paranormal evolved over the years, leading her to channel her talent to designing and building innovative paranormal equipment. Her work has not gone unnoticed. Carol's equipment is showcased at events and conventions, where it garners attentions and acclaim for enthusiasts and paranormal professionals alike. Through Ghost Hunting Housewives, Carol continues to explore the mysteries of the supernatural, sharing her knowledge and expertise with others.
What's great about Carol is she can show her equipment and it's award-winning. I show my equipment and I'm not allowed within 500 feet of a school. It's ridiculous.
Here's my alcohol.
Okay. Well, very first thing we're going to do, we're going to get things started with spirits. Today, I am bringing out the Macallan Gold, which is a double cask Scotch blend whiskey.
That looks like heartburn.
Oh,
I have my trusty fireball.
if I do cocktails, heartburn guaranteed. If I drink straight, no heartburn.
I was gonna go all crazy and make
Hello.
alien secretions, but I was like, no, I'll just stick with beer.
Sounds groovy. I drink from my outhouse.
Spirits to the spirits.
Spiritual spirits.
Yeah, Carol can't drink no more.
Ooh. Why is that?
I'm minus the
She had
thyroid.
her throat slit.
You had your throat slit?
Yeah, to get my thyroid out. But we just call it a bar fight scar.
So okay, so you have no thyroid.
Right.
Like now did somebody steal it?
Yes.
They just came and
Took it out.
you woke up in a bathtub of ice
Yeah.
Yeah. In a haunted house.
and you checked your pockets and you're like,
My thyroid's gone.
oh no! Go. Is that what happened?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
She called me.
Someone took my thyroid.
How long ago was that?
2 years, 3 years.
4 years ago?
Wow, yeah, 4 years.
I'm glad.
So how are you doing without it? You feel good?
I feel better than I did when I
With
had it. So
I actually saw Ghosted magazine has their top 100 sexiest knees, and you were on it.
all right.
So things are definitely going good for you.
I don't think it would be my niece.
She hates her knees now, so they had that replaced too.
I have lots of scars on.
They took her kneecaps too.
They took my kneecaps too.
Dang! You
I
done.
can't get it up there high enough to show you though.
She ain't as young and
Same thing
pretty as
happens
she
to me.
used to
It's
be.
performance anxiety. I swear. So and Crystal, I didn't know this, but you were in a car accident, right?
Actually, both were. Yeah.
Oh, you both were.
Carol started it. I
was first.
continued.
So okay, so let's start with Carol. Let's start with your car, and then we'll move into the other one. And then I have a car crash experience too. So we'll all share.
I love it.
So go ahead, Carol.
Well, mine's very short. I was driving at 4 o'clock in the morning and fell asleep.
She was coming home from the bar.
From the bar?
Yeah.
And was this in Alabama?
No, Florida.
Oh, Florida. Oh,
Yeah.
Bill, we know about Florida.
Walton Beach, Florida.
We're Walton Beach, Florida. Yeah. And I just went like this off the road up into the woods into some trees.
I was supposed to be with her, but I canceled on her that night.
Yeah.
Did you hit a tree?
Yeah.
No, the tree jumped out in front of her.
Yeah.
So were you?
Ran out there.
How bad was the car totaled? How were you?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
it was
car was
totaled.
totaled.
What
I
were
don't
you
know.
driving?
A what was that thing?
Dodge.
Dodge Avenger.
Well,
Dodge,
obviously you didn't dodge well.
But it was. I know that's why my.
She was trying to dodge those pines.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why I have an email that's actually called Dodging the Pines.
Oh no.
That's amazing.
She still has her AOL account.
It's AOL.
What type of
can't get
injuries
rid of
did you sustain any injuries from that or?
Oh yeah. I
She's like,
broke
oh
a
yeah.
lot. Yeah, a lot. That's why I hurt now. I broke a lot of bones and stuff, and
I was picking glass out of her for at least 5 years.
yeah, my face.
Oh wow.
All in her face. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I'm a good friend.
I
Hey Jennifer.
had an experience of that. There was we both had the same one actually. Tall, dark figure outside the car because I was yelling, I can't breathe, I can't move, get me out, please help me. And he was like, everything's okay, everything's going to be okay, someone will be here shortly. Well, that never happened, they say. There was a cop. I was lucky. There was a cop behind me when it happened.
Do you think it could have just been like a size joke? Because you said he was tall and dark, and then you said he'll also be there shortly.
It's just a thing.
Yeah.
But,
No, I get it. Nobody's ever 5'6", right?
Yeah.
I die, I'm fucked. Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna find me.
Hey, I'm short too, you know.
Get your life alert.
I was gonna say anybody for me is taller than me, so they're tall.
Right?
Yeah, that's me. Everybody's taller than I am.
So you think somebody had told you, hey, everything's gonna be fine, somebody's on the way, and then they got there and they're like, yeah, nobody told us. We just happened to like.
I just woke up in the hospital and Crystal was there.
Dang.
And I kept
Feeding
telling her,
feeding her biscuits and gravy from Hardee's.
Oh no.
well, I'm laying in the intensive care unit telling her I have to pee. I have to pee so bad.
Oh, you were still in the ER then. You
Oh,
weren't
was
in,
I?
you weren't in
I
IT.
don't remember. I don't remember much of any of it. And I was in the hospital for, I don't know, a couple weeks maybe.
Almost
Wow.
2 weeks, yeah.
And I don't remember any of it.
I assume like you broke stuff like in your legs,
Oh yeah.
some fingers.
I fractured a lot of like pelvic bones, shoulders, but the biggest one was my leg. I broke it pretty good. I had
Dang.
bones sticking out of it and stuff, and had this fancy little cast. It was a 2-piece cast with some metal things on the side.
Wow.
So,
That probably
Then she
made
had
pole
to have
dancing a
all
little
of-
hard.
She had to have all the hardware removed, and we're just a bunch of morbid people. So we put it on a string, and
Yeah,
she
I had-
let her wear it around the bar.
I had
Oh,
some screws.
awesome.
I had some screws removed from there, so we made it into a necklace and we wore it.
Wow.
I let her wear that thing all over the bar.
That's
Oh, that's cool. What is that? Those screws from my knee.
wow.
So you do have a screw loose.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
oh yeah, I
5.
got lots of loose screws
Mhm.
in my ankle and my knee up here.
That's nuts. All right. Wow. And how long ago was this?
2000
20 years ago.
Yeah, 20 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, long time. It's
Mary
catching
Lynn,
up.
Phil, you have any follow-up questions?
Did it
No.
hurt?
So like,
Did they give you the good drugs?
Obviously, because I don't remember any of it.
Well,
I just remember the day I was going home and I cried that I had to leave the hospital because I couldn't do anything. So I was like, he's going to take care of me.
So the follow-up
I don't want to leave.
is when you saw the guy standing out there. Is that your first? When you started seeing things when you were younger? Had you seen figures like that before?
No,
Question.
I don't really see things. I feel things.
Okay.
Like how people pass.
Like a
and
tree.
stuff. Yeah, trees are one.
and I just leave her up dying in pain, and I'm
I
just
like to connect with
pass out cold.
trees and but yeah, I usually take
Happy
on how
trees.
someone passes, and then Crystal just goes to sleep on me while I'm over there dying from a heart attack or something.
All right, Crystal. So I didn't know that you were in a car accident up until I saw you in Alabama,
Yeah, our Bigfoot
About your-
conference.
because I thought maybe that was like a skin graft, you know?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I
Uh,
was in a wound vac for a month and a half.
so tell me about the accident. I didn't ask then because I didn't want to pry, but if you're willing to talk
Yeah.
about it,
Mine's fun.
okay. So tell us first. I got to know what were you driving in?
I was in a white GMC Jimmy, 2001-ish, hunting truck, been out in the woods, nothing crazy.
Well, never think with your Jimmy. That's what my parents always told me.
I know.
Gets you in trouble.
It does, obviously.
Yeah.
And it all started because I had been at the eye doctor.
Okay.
I had went into Target because I needed some sunglasses.
Did you go to the wrong store because you didn't see right?
No,
You missed the Target?
I made it to Target.
Oh, okay.
As I'm walking out of Target,
It's hard to miss.
there's this elderly lady that's walking by, and this car just comes zooming. Now, anybody that knows about Target knows there's 2 stop signs there. You're supposed to stop. Well, the guy just zoomed right on through, and I threw my hand out. You know how moms are. We're always throwing our hand out to save people.
Hey,
And so I saved her, and I was like, I have never been in a car accident. Knock on wood. And there's this oak tree that's growing, and I knock on the trunk, knock on wood. 15 minutes later, I'm going northbound on 231.
this is Alabama.
Yeah, 231 through Alabama. leaving Dothan, headed north, and my tire blows out.
Oh, man.
Okay, do you remember which tire?
It was my front tire, I think. No, it was back
all
left
of
tire.
them. All of them.
Yeah,
All of
basically
it, every of the tire.
by
Every
the
one of
time
them.
you guys get, we'll show pictures. There's
Okay.
tons of pictures out there. I've even made it on the news.
Nice.
And so I went nose to tail 5 times.
Wow.
And then I spun upside down in a whirlwind. They said anywhere from 5 to 8 times.
Wow.
And my arm was outside of the car. And so by the time my head hit the pavement at 65 miles per hour, there was no window or anything. So it took it all.
Wow.
Not even Evil Knievel would have tried that one.
That's that's impressive even for a break dancer.
Yeah. And so I am inside this sardine can. There's nothing but me encased inside this vehicle. And I'm all of a sudden, I feel something touch my face and it says, "It's going to be okay. Your friends are on their way. Just hang in there. Your friends are on their way." There's no way that anybody would have known it was me, because by the time my friends from the fire department, which I worked for and worked with, got to me, they're in the next town over. So they were actually called in to come to my aid outside of their jurisdiction.
Wow.
And so once they got there, they had no idea it was me. And they start to extricate me out of the vehicle, and I start hearing names. So I start calling out to them, and they're like, oh, this is our Crystal. This is our sister.
Like, we know this person.
We know this person. So you can all hear this gasp, because I'm calling out to Captain Dean, and I'm calling out to, Kevin Bond and Daughtry and all of my firefighters. And they finally get me out of the vehicle. But the craziest thing is, once I was out, I was telling Carol that the dark hand that rubbed my face, the dark figure.
Yeah.
Again, and we'll touch base on that again, is Carol and I have this major connection. So we ended up, they got me out of the vehicle. I was life flighted to a local hospital. When they got me out of the vehicle and got me in the helicopter, anybody that knows me, I'm quite feisty. And so they were like, well, you know what we have to do? And I'm like, you're not cutting off my favorite tennis shoes. These are my favorite jeans. This is my favorite shirt.
Did they have to like Jaws of Life?
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's
full extrication. Yep.
Wow. Full extrication. They even extricated you out of your clothes.
Yeah, they did. Victoria's Secret got cut right off.
And they didn't even have to get you drunk first.
Nope. They tried though. And I was still telling them how to do the job. So
So you were aware. So you crash.
Yeah.
Boom, you fall and the tire blows, car goes ass over tea kettle. Your face basically cheese grates on the asphalt. Mm-hmm. You come to a stop, you're stuck there for Lord knows how long. Somebody touches you and says, "Hey, you're gonna be all right.
Don't you go to sleep." Yeah, pretty much.
And then the firefighters show up. You actually, turns out you know who they are.
Yep.
They jaws of light you out of the car, and then they start basically having to cut you out of your clothes, because they've got to probably check you for like wounds and injuries and IVs and all that stuff. And but you're aware, you know what's going on.
Yep.
Whereas like Carol, you were out.
Yeah, she was out, gone.
But you were like
in charge
the whole time.
Yeah.
Man, was that like you're like, the adrenaline must have been like.
I mean, being in the hospital and working for, different paramedic companies over the years, you're an adrenaline junkie. That's all you are. And those that do that sort of job, you thrive off of the adrenaline. So, for me, it was just another day. I was just trying to figure out how to get myself out of this situation versus getting someone else out of it.
Yeah.
So it was interesting. and I made it to the hospital. 17 surgeries later. Yeah, it was quite interesting to say the least.
But they never found your ear, huh?
No, they didn't. They tried to So I had this. I'm an Alabama fan through and through. So Alabama football, Roll Tide. And this doctor who was oral maxillofacial surgeon.
We'll call him Pepper.
Auburn. He went to Auburn.
Ooh.
And I love him still. Dr. Evans, he knows he's the only Auburn fan that I will enjoy being around. And so during my whole drunken click clack moments after I was out, I told him I wanted to be able to have an earlobe.
Okay.
I could wear earrings.
Hey, Steven.
Yeah, so I could wear earrings.
So you were like, earlobe me, doc.
Yeah, and he did.
Nice.
I have a little.
Just enough for an earring.
And she doesn't wear them.
Just enough.
Do you still wear earrings?
No, I don't.
You do all that
I don't even wear the 8 ears that they gave me. I just put my hair over it.
They give you prosthetic ears?
Oh yeah.
Really? That's a thing.
Yeah. So when I'm playing
one? I
piano
want to see
and
one.
stuff, like if I actually wore my ear and I wanted to play piano or something, I could play it by ear.
That's incredible. Yeah. If you have, I want to see what a prosthetic ear looks like. I've never seen one.
Yeah, I'll have to post pictures. I don't even know where they are. It's been like 7 years since Walter Reed gave them to me. So
no worries. It sounds
I
like
poked a hole in one of them though to try and wear earrings, but the glue it doesn't work.
Well, okay, so I was I've really only been in like one like serious-ish car crash, and I was a passenger. My buddy Josh Jonas, we were 18. We were making a left. A guy was in the right-hand turn lane, and a right-hand only turn lane, I should say, and just decided to continue going straight real fast as we were turning left. He was going so fast, we actually collided on the driver's front of the vehicle. So he almost completely missed my side. And we're just like in like a tiny Isuzu I-Mark. So when we hit, the car literally just dead stopped and just hopped. So we went bam, and he was in the truck. And the truck did a full like 360 spin and took out a light pole. And we were both in seatbelts, so we were totally fine. I literally just absorbed the impact. The car comes down. I'm like, okay, that wasn't too bad. Josh, however, when he came down, he sat on his nutsack.
No.
Yes, and then immediately started vomiting.
Oh no!
Because it hurt so bad.
Talk about cracked nuts.
Yes, yeah. So that was literally the only automobile injury that I've ever sustained or seen sustained was somebody sitting on their nuts.
Greg, this isn't Roll Tide, Roll Ram or Jammer situation. Ram or Jammer.
So yeah, that was the only type of car accident. Mary Lynn, Phil, you guys been in any car accidents?
I have, but nothing like that.
Master P?
I was a passenger in the back seat. Some dumbass kid pulled the driver's wheel on a country road, and we flipped about 5 times. Of course, we didn't tell nobody because we weren't supposed to be out. So, Mom, if you're watching, I'm
Sorry.
still not doing that. Yeah.
Greg.
Then there's like 3 or 4 as a police officer, but hey, no reason to get into that shit, huh?
Sprinkles are for winners.
So I've actually been hit by a car. I've been hit by a car 10 times.
11.
11
now. Yes, correct.
I hit you with my car.
Yes, she hit me with her car.
Oh.
And that actually
We need to elaborate on this a little more.
That actually started with me waking up in the morning, and I turned to Mary Lynn and I said, "Hey, how do you feel about hitting me with your car today?"
I
And she
have
was
that
like,
video. Let me get it.
"Yeah." She was like, "All
Yeah,
right,
we got to see this.
yes."
Do it.
So while she's bringing that up, I've actually only sustained minor
I've been
injuries.
dreaming about this so long.
I've only had minor injuries, like bruises, cut, scrapes. However, when I was 7, I was also hit by a dog. Didn't
That
see him
probably
coming.
freaked you out, didn't it?
Dog
He,
fuck.
I was 7 years old, so I'm an itty bitty 7 too, and it was a German Shepherd, and it hit me in the waist, and it flipped me in the air. And when I landed and broke my collarbone. So one dog did more damage than 11 cars.
I'm just sitting here thinking you were what? How old were you?
7.
And the German Shepherd hit you in the chest.
Hit me right in the hips.
Oh, hit! I thought you said chest. I was like, wow, you've been little your whole life.
You really have it.
So
Yeah,
speaking of dogs, I
He's
was
hit me
actually.
and flipped me.
So for me, I can say that I was in an accident, but it was on a bicycle. I was actually riding on the front, and the girl that she was pumping, and we were going down the hill in gravel, and her dog cuts in front of us. So flip over the dog. I landed right on my face, sliding down the hill with her on top of me.
Oh yeah.
My knee, and then she ended up getting stitches, and I just had a busted up face.
See, I would rather have what I had versus something like that, because you don't have the time to build up that adrenaline. It's just like bam.
Yep.
I had a riding peanut when I was younger. It was a peanut. It had little wheels. It was going down the sidewalk. This is in the 70s. Going down the sidewalk and fell and hit my neck. Got this big, huge thing. They had to drain it. But that was my first motor vehicle accident.
Wow. Okay. So
Set
you're
yourself up
on
for
a block.
success, Carol.
From a riding peanut in
Set
Alabama.
yourself up for success.
Riding a peanut in Alabama.
I mean, Alabama is the peanut capital of the world.
Is it?
Yes, I'm from the peanut capital of the world, Dothan,
That's
Alabama.
why she's nuts.
Wow. Did you know San Francisco is the penis capital of the world?
That doesn't surprise me. I think New
Yeah.
Orleans comes in second.
So I was dragged down a street. I was on my rollerblades, and he was part Rottweiler, part wolf. And if you ran away from him, he would run after you. So me and my buddy, we would take turns going to the top of the hill on our rollerblades, and the dog would run, and we would, hold on to the leash and go with him. Well, Stevie had turned around too quickly before he got to the bottom, and the dog basically decided to run after him, and I wasn't paying attention, but I got my arm caught. So he dragged me all the way down the hill, and I wound up with just I still actually have scars on my body from that. And I was 12. So yeah, most of my damage comes from dogs.
I was going to say dogs.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, I think you should maybe stay away from them for a little while.
Yeah.
Ghost.
Leave the dogs alone.
Right?
I have Psycho over here.
And right now, in fact, I'll show you in my little workspace. You see that?
Aww.
Yeah.
That is Licorice. She just had surgery.
Oh.
We had to have a mass removed from her hind leg. So she's chilling with me today.
Aww.
Yeah.
Poor thing. Hopefully feels better soon. Ghost is sleeping. He's sleeping.
Richard Johnson says, "Remind me never to get in a vehicle with you guys." Yeah, very true.
It's not
Oh,
too bad.
Richard, come on. Don't be scared.
Don't do it.
Bad of a driver. It's only scary sometimes.
I try not to drive ever.
I mean, honestly, that right there was the one. I've never had a speeding ticket. I have never. That was it.
Just that one thing, and it was just because a tire blew.
Just because the tire blew.
I had a tire blow on the 15 going from Los Angeles back to Vegas, and I was going about 80 miles an hour in a Hyundai Accent. I didn't even know they could go that fast. And that was my front passenger tire that blew. But I was able to keep control of the car. I came to a stop, and this is where it gets really crazy. I come to a stop, and I'm like, dang. So I have a spare, but I don't have, and I have the jack, but I don't have the piece that goes in the jack to jack the car.
Yeah.
And my spare had no air. So I'm like, dang, either way, I'm screwed. So I called a tow truck company. I'm waiting for the tow truck company. Not 5 minutes pass, and a police officer stops and says, hey, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I already called a tow truck. I'm good. He was like, phew, well, thank God, because I can't help you because just a few miles up the road, some drivers were rubbernecking an accident and they crashed and died. So it's a good thing it's a good thing your tire blew.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and being in the desert too, though, tires they go bad so fast. I mean, it's just
I get tired of it.
Yeah.
Do we get to see you run him over,
Yes.
Mary?
I'm uploading it right now.
All right, here we go.
Hello. Today I'd like to talk to you guys about proper footwear for paranormal investigation. So this right here is a Cloud Swift. Now what I like about this is I've got plenty of cushion, which is great because it gives me height. I'm a tiny person. The more height I have, the better. Next, you'll notice it's nice and cushy. You need the cush, okay? Because there's things in haunted houses that creak and are soft and mushy, and you need the cush. Second, you have to make sure you've got something with shoelaces so you can properly tie them, because you can never trust Velcro. I learned that lesson a long time ago. So what I'm going to do here is just the good old ancient tradition of a single knot, and then crisscross lay applesauce. And like that, baby, I'm ready to rock. Now you see, I've got these shoes on, I fastened them properly, I got good belts, everything's going great. This is exactly what you need anytime you're doing some type of paranormal.
Well, we wear Crocs and we wear flip-flops, so or none at all. I mean, we are Southern girls. You're
I'm barefoot right now.
you don't even have shoes on.
So I actually left a dent in her vehicle.
Oh,
She has a permanent dent in her car.
Yep.
Yep, immortalized by yours truly.
Wow.
Okay, so all this happens between. So you two, you already obviously knew each other during both accidents.
Oh yeah.
So Crystal took care of you. Crystal, did Carol take care of you?
I don't let people take care of me.
I was,
You're a bad friend.
I don't know what state I was in. She was in
I didn't
sixth
even call
grade.
and tell her. I think she was in Oklahoma.
Oh,
I was in Oklahoma.
Her mom called her like 2 weeks later. I
So-
didn't worry her. It's not like she could be there, you know? I mean, I'm like day 2. They said, oh, you won't be able to walk for like 10 days. And here I am on day 2, just chugging down the hospital halls, you know?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing going to hold me down.
I didn't even
Nice.
remember. I don't know how long it was. That was during my midlife
Crisis. Yeah.
So okay,
I'm
explain
way
that
older
to me.
than she is, you know.
Carol's question was, "Can you run down the hallway? You're good. Fine. I'm good then."
Pretty
I
much.
can't even run.
Yeah.
It's true, you ain't got no kneecaps.
No, I have a hard time getting up and down. Period.
how long have you known each other?
23 years.
23 years. Mm-hmm.
How did you first meet?
In a bar.
Hopefully not at a car festival.
No, in a bar.
Bar.
Okay. At like randomly, like in Alabama, or
A haunted bar in Fort Walton Beach, Florida.
Yeah. So at 17, I decided I would, I graduated high school. I was going to move to Florida.
17. You naughty minx, you.
No, I moved to Florida. And I met Carol after I got a job as a cocktail waitress at 17. in a bar, a country bar.
Yeehaw.
Yeah. And Carol and I became best friends, and we've been best friends ever since.
So when did the paranormal start? When did that take
Yeah.
effect?
We have
For the both like together.
Yeah.
Together, it was like pretty much instantly because she had worked at the bar that I was working at. She was just in there drinking at that time because she had already been fired that night.
From that bar?
Oh yeah, we were fired and
Always got
rehired
fired.
every night.
Oh,
Yeah.
And so she was already fired that night, and she had asked for a Coors Light.
Suncoast, what's up?
And
A Coors Light. Good choice. Good choice.
And so we started chit-chatting, and I was, talking to her about the experiences I had been having in the bar and some of the messages and things that I'd gotten there in the bar. And she was telling me about the things that she had done in life. She's already drunk, so it doesn't matter. Like, she's just like loosey-goosey. Just
Ready.
So
she's like, hey, you want to go for a drive?
it was more
We
like,
used to do that.
yeah, we did. And it was more like, oh, we're going to be best friends forever.
That's awesome.
And
There was.
here we are. So.
That's
But
awesome.
there's a lot more. We're kind of freaky.
Well,
In a good way.
we've lived so many
I'm here
lifetimes.
for it.
Yeah, we've lived so many lifetimes together, and most of our lifetimes we always tend to find each other, is what we have been told.
Okay.
And because we find each other in all of these lifetimes, we just instantly have this soul connection. And we finish each other's sentences. We have telepathic tendencies. I will be Googling something at the same time she's Googling something. We finish each other's sentences. We drink the same. We can't even go pee at the same time and not even know the other person just went pee. Like, it's just
She
insane.
calls and yells at me for having, old people pains. I'm like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just wait.
I get the brunt of it.
I
don't have to
get it.
wait because you give it to me all the time.
Legitimate friendship soulmates.
Yeah, I get it. Marilyn and I were on the same poop schedule for a long time.
every time, yes.
It's true.
Pee and poop.
Yeah, like it was time. It was potty time. We just knew.
You just sync up,
Mhm.
So you said you were having experiences in the bar. So I'm trying to think of like what type of experiences could you ghosts saying like, show us your boobies. Whoa.
Oh, were those ghosts?
That was a no faces situation.
Oh,
So I mean, so what type of experience were you having in the bar?
Oh, I was pushed downstairs from
shit.
the VIP suite. They would come up behind us, and they'd attempt to scare us. They didn't
So
scare me.
what had happened in the bar that would cause it to be haunted like this?
this very old bar.
Bar.
It used to
is
be
Bar.
It used
A
to be
bar.
Yeah, it used to be a big. I don't
So
know,
first it was
gangsters, but it used to be a place where cocaine and all that kind of crazy
It
stuff.
It opened in the 60s.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
during the cocaine revolution.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
It was,
Lots
and
of
so
weird stuff happened there.
it switched hands 5 times.
5 times.
It started out as a car dealership, and then the car dealership closed, and then it opened up as a bar.
Wow.
And
Victor's.
and then when it opened up as Victor's, it was Victor's for a long time.
That was the name of the bar.
Yeah,
Victor's.
that was when all the drug running and all that was
Mhm.
going on.
Right there off of Highway 98.
Wow. Okay. Is it still called Victor's?
Mm-mm.
What's it called now?
The
It
block.
is called The Block. 3 cells in 1.
Is it still a bar then or no?
Oh yeah, it's still a bar. We are actually preparing to work on getting some stuff done there. Basically going back to where it all began. So
Yeah.
You're gonna do an
That's
investigation.
cool.
yeah, we're gonna be filming and preparing to give it where it all began.
Just
Nice.
Yeah, so it's gonna be an interesting one because they have a bull there that you can ride.
see, that's what
Mechanical
I've been wanting to do is ride the bull.
Yeah, they have a mechanical bull there. They have a karaoke bar there and comedy night. Mike would fit in great there. They have an outdoor. They have an outdoor stage that was at one time a bus.
I love buses.
Yeah, and then they have the VIP area and the hip hop bar, and yeah. So it's a great place.
So you said you're filming. Are you doing a TV series or?
We'll see what happens.
Okay.
We'll see where it goes.
Well,
Put it on the YouTube.
if you're really interested, hit me up. Yeah. I have a very, very super high-end camera that is Netflix ready.
Hey,
yes. So if you're interested, hit me up and we'll see if we can make something happen.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking for some things to film.
Yeah. That would be fun.
That's not porn. I mean, I can only do so much of that.
We need to take you guys to
So we have to cut that part out then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's kind of going to screw it up a little bit.
That's just going to ruin all of our ratings.
I know.
We can.
Hey, she's the one who can't get on her knees. Okay.
People are always trying to
that
bleep us, and just beep 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 bleep us out. Now we're getting blurries too.
So let me
blurries.
Let me ask you this question: when you guys do your investigations, so Carol, you make equipment, right?
Yes.
So when you guys go on your investigations, do you find like every situation is scary, every situation is a demon, or do you feel like sometimes it takes positive energy, sometimes it takes just being quiet?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you, when you go on your investigations, like what type of methodologies do you use and what type of equipment do you make?
No demons.
Never seen
Not
that. Huh?
scared, and we do a lot.
Hey, Flex, what's up?
We do a lot of quiet time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
Introduce ourselves, and then we just sit in silence, or we sit and have a conversation, just like we would if we were sitting in someone else's living room or someone else's parlor, and just have a conversation.
We just walked in their house, so we're going to treat them just like they would if they walked in our house.
Exactly. You want some sweet tea? You need a beer?
We got some whiskey.
Have you ever seen a ghost's teeth? I'm trying to see if anybody.
I know. I saw that the other night. I haven't seen teeth.
It's weird, right?
For me, though, when I've always seen things, I've always seen them like you and I. It's never been like what people make it out to see, all these auras and hazes and, you could see through them. It's just like I'm sitting next to Carol or Mary Lynn. So all of my experiences, even as a child, it was more like that.
So would you say you're psychic or?
Yeah. I don't really put a label on what I am. I have so many different paths that I go down. I have taken so many different journeys, from shamanic healing to, let's see what the intuitive readings have. I mean, I just do a little bit of everything. So I don't really put a label on what I am. I just know what I experience.
Okay. That's really cool. I learned a lot from, Mary Lynn. She's the psychic. She does the mediumships.
Mm-hmm.
There it goes. Stop. My screen was shaking because I hit it. Sorry. It's not an earthquake. But me, myself, I've had some things. And really interesting, we're going through footage right now. I bring this up because we're going through footage right now when we were in Virginia City, and it's crazy because we filmed in probably one of the most haunted locations for our show. And then after that, we go to a totally different area just to kind of do like a one-off type thing, because I wanted to have some fun. I wanted to be me. I'm a fucking weirdo. It's the truth. I know it. Phil knows it. Marilyn knows it. So we go there to film, and we legitimately got voices.
Mm-hmm.
And you know when they're like, oh yeah, well maybe you heard something. It could have been like legitimate words and voices.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it. I didn't feel anything at the time. I don't know if Mary Lynn did. Phil, did you?
Absolutely.
I always feel stuff. I just don't always say it.
They are fucking liars. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. Wow.
Well, and a lot of times, though, it could be a test for you as well. If they said something, then you wouldn't be able to grow yourself because they're constantly giving you the answers, you know?
It's a
So,
learning opportunity.
so one, Crystal, do you pick up on voices? And then two, Carol, does your equipment ever pick up voices?
Voices
Voice
are
recorders. But
Like with recorders?
yeah.
What about like on like video footage? Do you pick up voices on video footage?
Oh
Yeah. A lot, actually.
Anything that you have both like been able to like say, wow, that was really compelling. We can kind of put that voice, we understand that voice. We can kind of put that person in this timeline, in this era. We kind of have an idea who it was.
Yeah, we got that one. Especially, we were in the Savannah Theater with Truth and Evidence. Savannah, love Savannah. We were at the Savannah Theater.
We got the bug.
Actually, it was this time in 2021. So June of 2021, we were there. And I always save every piece of evidence that we could possibly have. I save all the voice recordings. I have a very large Dropbox.
Whoa,
and so
that sounds like that's between you and her.
A lot of information.
And so, like every few years, I will go back to an investigation that we had, and I will review the film footage or the voice recordings, anything. And so this year was Savannah Theater, so I went back and listened to some of the voice recordings, and I found an EVP that I had missed, and it said,
Oh wow,
they're coming. And the other lady says, well, shall we see? And I'm like, shall we see? This is Georgia, honey. Don't nobody talk like that in Georgia. And nobody.
wow.
Shall we see?
Shall we see? So, do you think that could have been from Georgia? Georgia was French, or was that English?
That was English.
Was it original English?
My family is original Georgia settlers.
So shall would be in English. Shall we see?
Shall we see?
My nickels are in a bunch.
The Savannah Theater dates back to the early 1800s. So
wow.
Yeah, it actually went through all the wars. It went through being burned multiple times. So very, very awesome.
Didn't learn the first time, huh?
We love Savannah Theater, and no, they didn't learn the first time.
No.
It's been rebuilt. And so during that actual investigation, we were going back, and forth. We had two other people there with us. And around midnight, we're like, all right, well, let's call it a night. So we packed our stuff up and we got ready to leave. The next night, we were walking on the back side of the theater, and we had a trigger object the night before was a toy. And there's a little boy that haunts the Savannah Theater named Ben. And he actually came across the voice recorder, and EVP said, toy? He wanted the toy.
So cool.
That was the next night. We were just walking by.
We were just walking by. It wasn't even in the actual theater. We were just on the outside.
Sometimes it's when you don't try and you're just kind of like vibing, right?
Definitely. Same for Carol. Carol got one at Myrtle's plantation. Wasn't even trying.
Wow.
I was there for a dinner date with my husband, and just after dinner walked out to the gazebo, and I was like, I'm going to turn on my recorder, and turned it on, and clear as day, you hear I'm dead.
Oh, wow.
Even my husband, he is hard of hearing, so I just turned it on, and he's like, what'd that just say? It says I'm dead.
Yeah.
It was like one of the clearest EVPs, I think.
Yeah, it was a very good grade A EVP for sure.
Carol, show us your equipment. Paranormal equipment. Keep your clothes on.
I don't know. I might get in trouble for that shit.
That's the thing.
You'll be banned everywhere.
Yeah. This is our last show, folks.
So you want us?
Says.
Yeah, I'd love to see some of the things you've made. Yeah.
You want me to show them a quick pic of the new?
Our newest one?
Sure.
Yeah.
I
can
would
show
love a quickie.
Okay, a
Quick.
quickie.
This is exciting. I'm excited.
Yeah, it has not been revealed on any other podcast. So
Yeah, so this will be the first time. But I'm
This is
waiting
an
on stuff so
exclusive.
I can't show you the back because I don't have battery packs yet. So
And Paraflix was watching, by the way. So we'll just shout out to Paraflix. They're awesome.
yes,
Look at
hi,
this.
Fairflix.
So what does this do?
it's there's no battery in it. It's just
Pretend. Beep beep.
I could put a battery in it though.
The antenna is removable. That's the newest addition to the REM Pod C2. And you can take the antenna off and put it on the back side of the battery pack.
So it's on.
So, yeah, there's on.
So
Got a very good
I
proximity.
can't get it in the camera. I'm like, where's the camera? But there's going to be some additions to it as well.
Yeah,
It's
we're
just
going
a
through some more.
prototype. There's going to
Yeah.
be some other things added to it. So we've been working hard on this since April.
Yeah.
So
I want one.
do you make?
I need it.
We
How do I get one? How do I buy it?
Well,
We are actually going to be, Carol, you can announce it if you want to. It's your.
where they're going to be sold at?
Yep.
On Amazon.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we will be putting them on Amazon here within the next month. We had other opportunities, but honestly, Amazon's giving us a great. I mean, it's Amazon 2-day Prime.
Yeah.
we just don't have time. I mean, we used to do Etsy and stuff like that, but we don't have time to do that.
Yeah,
It's
we would. I
too
mean, we
much.
sell out every time within. I think we'd listed on a Sunday. We would update our stock, and by Tuesday, all 30 to 50 were gone.
Wow.
And see, I'm 3D printing them now. Before I was cutting them all by hand.
Oh
So,
wow.
yeah. And I was like, yeah, it's killing me. I was like, I
Yeah.
can't keep up. And Crystal's
And I am not technical. I can make a light strand.
Yeah. I was like, there's light. Will you make the light strands for me? And she does a very good job. Her light strands are very
I'm
good.
very good at taking things apart, though.
Like Len says, quickies are fun, especially in airplane bathrooms. I barely fit in an airplane bathroom, Len.
I don't know how
I
that
couldn't fit in that an airplane bathroom.
Look, I've been on an airplane with Phil. Phil is like 6'3". He literally just opens the door and has to piss from outside in.
Outside the door.
Yeah.
pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine inviting anybody else
Then
in.
you just like have to stretch your toe out to try and get it to go.
Yeah.
It's not his toe.
Yeah.
Well, shall we talk about these secrets?
Yeah. And then Bob says, "Hey, Marilyn, what's up?" So that is really awesome that it's going to be on Amazon. So folks, look
Yes.
for that. What would be the, like, if you type in like ghost hunting housewives?
It'll be the GHH REM Pod C2. Carol Crystal C2.
No, that's
There you
good.
go.
Holy shit.
So what
That's
other
pretty
equipment
awesome.
do you have?
Really, we're kind of sticking.
We have the EMF. We do have a few other things that we are working on. Right now we're sticking with the REM pods, but we do have some things that are in the works as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be Michelle. She's actually, y'all, we love
We
her.
love her.
Is she great?
Well, happy birthday, Michelle.
I know.
Happy birthday. It's your
Happy
birthday?
birthday, girl.
Yep.
So
I
she
gotta
was
dance.
actually, yep, that's it. We're getting canceled.
Yeah, and that's how it happens.
Okay, where's my opinion?
She was actually one of our very first customers.
Got the dogs all riled up.
Apparently don't dance.
Oh, let me
And
grab.
so please
I think
continue.
I have one of those sitting here. Hold on.
She was one of our very first customers almost 2.5 years ago when we first started releasing our equipment to the public.
She bought one of
Michelle
these.
bought
That's
the
cool.
original OG Spectre.
That's
Yeah.
She actually has Spectre 2 as well.
Yeah, she has both of
Spectre
them.
2.
This one doesn't work anymore.
So
when I first
I
met
dropped
Michelle,
Took the batteries out. So.
it was actually at the when I first met Michelle, it was at the bar at the what's it called, the Washoe Club, and she had asked me if I wanted a spit and shine, and I was like, I'm married. She was like, no, I mean for your Brem polish, you can clean it up for me. That's what she meant, but I didn't realize that at the time. Yeah, but it was, we were friends instantly.
I bring a simple one.
she's
You know,
amazing.
She really is.
Michelle.
Did you know? I don't know if she ever told you this, but she was actually a junior Olympian javelin thrower.
Really?
Yes,
You found it out?
in Reno.
Wow.
Yes, but she didn't go to the Olympics. She wasn't that good, but she did. She came close.
No.
So that was really cool. Yeah. So
Lynn's
we
question.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can bring it in September if you want, and I'll take a look at it and see what I can do.
Yeah.
So
Hey, this is not the Michelle show. It is now.
It is the Michelle show, girl.
don't tell us what we can do.
Carol, we need to get with you to see if you can do us a Screamy the Goat.
Oh, Google said it. Sorry, I don't understand.
What'd you say, Mary Lynn?
Get you to do a 3D print of our Screamy the Goat
Yeah,
and put him into a REM pod for us.
yeah, I could do that if you send me the.
We are working on, we have a few people who are purchasing them in bulk and putting them in their locations because a lot of the locations have stores in them. So they will be putting them in their locations. So that's going to be fun. No, it's so fun. It's going to be fun.
So, what is your next big adventure?
Our next big adventure.
Next week. Next
What is
week.
next week? Oh, yes.
What's
Santiago
next
was
week?
on here.
Hey,
Santiago was on here. And yes, we will be in Paragould, Arkansas next week for Scared City Presents Hi-Ya Nation Horror Show. That is going to be with Santiago Cirillo. And Tony Moran is going to be there. We're going to have a wrestling night, slasher party. Keith Age is going to be there. Who else is going to be there?
There's going to be an assload of people there.
Oh, there's going to be so many people there. It's going to be so much fun. And it's for a great cause. For those that don't know what the Hi-Ya Nation is, Santiago is a veteran, and he works with suicide prevention, anti-bullying, women empowerment. He's just absolutely phenomenal. So we are going to be going to Paragould, Arkansas to help support him with that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to Gettysburg?
No, we're not going to Gettysburg. So I lived in Maryland for 7 years. So I took a hiatus from the northern events for a while.
Okay. I get it.
Being stationed up there and you're around it all the time. So
when do we get to see you guys again? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, we have our own events coming up too.
Yeah,
we have an event in September at St. John Theater in Reserve, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have another event in October, actually 2 in October in Alabama at Fort Blakely.
Fort Blakely, the one I was telling you guys about. Yes, we will have 2 in October. One at the battlefield in Spanish Fort, Alabama, and the other in the old haunted ghost town.
And that one's not Spanish?
Not Spanish.
Okay, so I can't speak Spanish.
They got Spanish moss.
Yeah. So they have chiggers.
Chiggers?
Don't stand under the moss, you'll get little red chiggers.
Little red chiggers.
That does not sound pleasant.
Well, you can put some fingernail polish on them.
You can get Chiggerex now. When I was growing up, they didn't have Chiggerex.
No, you use clear fingernail polish.
You'd have to smother them out with clear fingernail polish. But now they got Chiggerex. You can put that on.
Stay out of it.
That's crazy.
I'll follow up with you guys and get your schedule to see where you're going to be at.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we have locations and events.
Crystal.
Yeah, we're booked to the end of the year. So, Crystal.
Yeah, because
Hi,
Louisiana is right across the
Hi,
border
twin.
here in Texas.
No comprende.
Yeah, we need to come to Texas too. My daughter lives in San Antonio.
I actually started, I was tagged yesterday because my family is all down in the valley in the RGV, and we have been called down to the valley for some events, and I'm working on those. So yeah, we'll have to get together and get some stuff going down in the valley.
Hey, Crystal.
That is awesome.
Oh, my new shirt. Yeah, Carol's got her new shirt and my new shirt. We just released our new merch.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's a long story.
And she's Crystal says she loves the new shirts. We are working on our show, Pair with the Normal, and that's still coming along. We should in Gettysburg have a little sneak peek release.
Oh, wow.
Which is great.
So we're going to miss that.
Yeah, we do have that little piece. I don't know if you want to play that or not, Marilyn.
Which one? The first scene?
Yeah, just the first scene, maybe.
Yeah.
What about the one? What about the other one that you showed me at the Bigfoot conference? That one.
We might not be able to put that one on.
You might not be able to put that one.
The Bigfoot scream.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh,
The incredibly racist Bigfoot scream.
yeah, I would say no on that one.
Hey, we're just all the things that we really think is absolutely.
We can't do anything fun.
Can't do anything fun. Just taking out all of our fun. But yeah, you'll have to let Carol hear. That was absolutely hilarious.
That's
Why
funny.
don't we play the very first trailer?
I'll do the first scene because I think it's funny.
Okay. So we'll play the first scene. This is probably going to be the only time we'll play this.
Yes.
I feel special.
Yes. Everyone who's watching should feel very special.
Let me make sure I'm getting the right one. So hold on.
It is different. Just be ready.
I'm ready.
This is in Virginia City for those folks who are.
It's uploading, so it may.
Okay, so this takes place in Virginia City in a mine, an actual, honest to goodness mine, or as the Spanish would say, El Mino.
Oh, mine.
Phil was there. He was a cameraman, the cameraman.
Get it right.
And this was, so we had actually filmed the day before and had just finished a whole episode, and it was great, amazing, incredible. And then we just happened to stumble into this. And I really, I don't know why, I just really wanted to film in a mine. I didn't care how, I didn't care when.
You're just going to do it.
I had to figure out a way to get it done. We did. And this was the very, very beginning of that result. Phil, I don't even know if you've seen this because I haven't seen you online. So it's
Hard about.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Instead of uploading, I'm going to stop that and I'm just going to share my screen.
Sure.
All right, hold on. Because it's going to take a bit to.
I'm holding. I'm in a holding pattern.
Okay.
I'm going to put on a second hat. Okay. That looks weird. Never mind. I changed my mind.
Love you
Okay,
have
it's
behind
doing
you.
it again. It's not letting me share.
It's not meant to be, y'all.
Nope.
Not meant
So
to be.
let me figure something out. Hold on. No, Mike, do you have it?
Have what?
I
Herpes? What?
I
No.
I sent
Who
you.
told you that?
I said that in confidence. What did you send it on? I'm trying to remember.
Click on the link.
What's that?
The link in Facebook Messenger.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get the fake book. Me. Let's see here. You sent me a link.
No, yeah, it's in Facebook. Scroll up and you'll see it. It's just not sharing to the screen.
I'm in the wrong
It
thing.
would show, but it's not.
Is it? Which one? You send it in?
I have to download it here. It's on the messenger that I sent directly to you, and also the one that I sent to you and Josh.
Messenger. Okay, hold on. Let me see here. You said, Mary Lynn Joshua. The voice. Which one are you talking? Are you talking about the one with the voices?
No, the one that you pull up, and it's the one that said it's a link.
I'm looking. I don't know.
I have to behave. My mom's here.
Oh no!
No, I don't have to behave.
All right, I'm gonna keep.
She knows. She knows how I am.
I will be the good girl tonight.
I don't know where it is.
It's still uploading. It's at 36%. So we just keep talking until it's ready, unless you can find it.
Okay, I'm looking. I know you texted to me.
You know what? I'm gonna send it to you again. I send it. Phil, you have it too.
Dun, 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 dun. Did you send it to me and Phil maybe?
Now hold on, I'm gonna send it to you again.
Okay. We send a lot of memes.
We do.
There's a lot of memes in here.
You should see ours.
Yeah.
I haven't deleted anything in years.
You want to find something in there? You will never find it, ever.
That, and we have daily meetings that end up being like 4 to 5 hours long. So
Yeah.
Right? It like never fails.
Mm-hmm.
There's all the restreams.
They want to see our minutes in our corporate books. They're going to be like, dang.
they
Okay,
talk
good.
a lot. They got a lot to talk about. Give us that grant.
Did you send it, Marilyn?
Now, hold on a second. I'm still trying to get in. It's being stupid.
It's being, yeah. Jenny was like, "Do you need help, Mom?"
Yeah. Like,
Miss IT.
we both are.
Oh, I thought he was saying mime. LOL. Yes,
Well,
I would love to do one. Maybe
Is,
not in a mime, but with a mime.
what is your favorite piece of equipment to use while we're trying to get this up and running? What's your favorite?
Myself.
Yeah.
Touche.
I mean, we tell everybody when it comes to investigating, you can have all the equipment you want to in the world. You can have hundreds of $1,000s worth of equipment. And if you can't trust your own intuition and your own gut to guide you in the direction you need to, then
You need to go home.
you need to go home somewhere.
That's,
But yeah, I mean, we take, like
Mike, you have to let
equipment everywhere. Like this past weekend, we took 2 truckloads full of equipment with us, and we ended up not using a quarter of it.
We just set it everywhere and then,
It looks good aesthetically.
yeah. But yeah, we don't really use anything. Maybe like if we're filming, we'll have a K2 meter and a REM pod or something.
Yeah.
Out. That's just more for, 'cause you
Always
can't
have a
see what
voice
we're
recorder
doing.
with us.
Okay, here we go.
Yay!
Hey, okay, that worked. Okay, here we go.
Hey, I'm Mike, and death sucks. I've had a couple of deaths in my family recently, and I want to know, what comes after this? Is there life after death? So I'm teaming up with Marilyn, a psychic / paranormal investigator. And together, we're going to check out some really awesome haunted locations. And maybe, just maybe, I'll find some of the answers that I'm looking for. everybody. We are in the Ponderosa Saloon Mine, also known as the Best in Belcher Mine. This is gonna blow your mind. We have just discovered that one, not only could you mine under a bar, but two, that dwarves were a real thing. Okay? This is a real, he's been taxidermed into this position to immortalize his, just what he did, which was hold things. He was really good at holding things, like that axe, the pickaxe. And this right here was an 1856 Gatling gun. Okay, but they weren't really good at making them then, and it didn't fire very well, so they decided to use it for mining instead.
So Mike,
Yeah.
it was actually a drill.
A drill. Isn't that what I said?
No,
Oh,
you said
no.
Gatling gun.
Well, it's fine. Whatever it is, it obviously did a good job, because we are currently 400 feet under any toilet, which is pretty incredible. That's. I'm impressed. Do you feel anything down here?
It's definitely very heavy.
Well, it's because it's got all the dirt.
All this stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
I can feel that, but there's also energy that's been here.
Yeah. Like what?
And-
Like what? Like what?
Just the miners, there's people that work.
I'm protected from the energy.
You're protected.
Yeah, because I went and I found this very special, it's like a fossil or gem, and it protects, it's supposed to protect me from all, oh look, it opens up. Here, do you want to, oh, it's heavy. You want to taste it?
I don't taste gems. Okay.
Yes.
What do you think that is?
It's called, the guy told me it's called coprolite,
Okay.
and that it was going to protect me. But I keep it in this thing to keep it safe.
So protect you how? What is it going to do for you?
Well, I think it's meant to, I can't even get it back in the thing. That's how good it is at protecting. It's protecting itself from going, it doesn't even want to be covered. And it kind of looks like a duck. Doesn't that kind of look like a duck?
So do you want to know what it really is?
Well, hold on. Coprolite. Yeah, see, look. Coprolite. It's a scientific name, and it says coprolite is native to Madagascar and Utah.
Okay.
Look, 65 to 145 million years ago. It's almost as old as this mine.
Mike, read a little bit more.
Yeah, I did.
It's fossilized.
Coprolite it classifies as trace fossils.
It's fossilized poop.
No, that's not what it says. It says it's feces.
Feces.
No, that says feces.
Feces
And
is poop.
and excrement. Excrement is something that comes out, like, of your skin.
Out of your body.
No, that's
It's
that. Well, then it would have said poop, but it doesn't. It says feces and excrement. Oh wait, hold on, dumb. I know that one. Damn it! Oh
I
man.
think someone got you. I hope you didn't pay a lot of money for that.
No, but I stirred my coffee with it this morning. I thought it would protect me. I've had bubble guts all day.
That's probably why.
Okay. Well, so what do you feel in the mine?
Other than you being silly?
Dang it! What if I get my money back?
Probably not. You've already opened it.
He has no proof.
You stirred coffee with it.
What's he gonna do? Taste it?
You tried to get me to taste it.
Do you want to taste it?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It tastes terrible.
You did taste it?
If you taste it first.
No. I am
sure?
not going to taste it.
The cameraman, he'll taste it.
You think you would?
Will you taste it?
Ask him.
Fuck, you
You
will.
want to taste it?
On the camera.
Easy cop out. So what do you feel in here?
The energy is definitely heavy.
Those are pennies and nickels.
Pennies and nickels.
Those are pennies and nickels.
Oh, in here.
They thought we wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
We noticed.
That's cool. So yeah.
So energy. Heavy.
Energy. Heavy's energy, and every mine, there's always somebody, there's deaths, there's killing and stuff like that. So that's happened here as well.
You think so?
Yeah.
But I thought in mines, isn't there like supposed to be like a track and like, you know,
I don't know if this one, I don't know the history here. So this one may have had the tracks, and they have the carts you
Yeah.
can see when we walked by.
holy shit, what is this? They probably use this to cave in motherfuckers' heads.
That's a possibility.
You try to steal that gold? No, ain't happening. you get a hand drilling tool right to the dome, right to the chrome dome. That could have been a thing. What's this? Look at this. They probably shoved this up your schnoz. It looks like a hot schnoz poker.
You've got a good imagination.
Well, I mean, you have to figure out this stuff had to have been used for something, right?
Well, it was used for mining.
Mining your skulls if you disobeyed and you stole. Because people probably had to steal gold all the time, right?
Oh, I'm sure
How
they
would you
did.
catch them? How would you know? What would you'd have to send a message, right?
And there was probably messages, and that's why they killed him in the mine.
That's the message.
It could be.
They were like, oh no.
You never know.
You don't, right?
Yeah.
Each one of these pennies, that could have been in person.
Oh, so
Don't steal.
that's how they do their marking?
Yeah. You jacked me, I'm putting a penny up there.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's go.
So that's Mon Frères.
I was just wondering how long it was going to take him to talk about the hand drill tools, but I was counting down the moments.
That is just the beginning of it. So wait till you see the rest of them. I mean, I'm sitting there editing and I'm laughing my ass off.
Oh my gosh.
Because I have to keep reading
Can't wait.
it, so I'm getting it right. And it's like, yeah.
Yes, and there's nothing's written, so it's all one take, and that's all you get. And so it's hard because I know it's hard for them because they don't want to ruin the scene,
Like fossilized poop. Hard, right?
Yes.
That would have been hard.
That actually was a shocker to me. That was unfortunate.
I would have
would
died
not-
laughing. I'd
I
have
would
to
not
pretend like I
recommend it to
fell
stream.
down or something so you couldn't see me laughing.
Well, let's just say
No.
later in the filming, I couldn't not laugh, so it's going to be part of the show.
Yeah. Eventually, there's just no way around it.
And when he saw that he was getting me laughing, you could see his face light up, and he just starts going, and I'm like,
Yeah, don't encourage me.
It's fun.
So, Carol, Crystal, if somebody wanted to follow you, we have a link tree down below.
Yeah,
You obviously have Facebook,
we do.
Instagram,
Yes, on Twitter, X,
X.
TikTok.
Do you have a TikTok? Okay, cool.
Yeah, Ghost
So-
Hunting Housewives on all. YouTube. We are on Threads, but we never use it. I don't think many people use Threads anymore. It was like a fly-by-night thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Instagram, all the jazzy ones, we're there.
Yeah. And then
And
Linktree has the store and
okay, that was the
It
next question.
ticket sales and all that in there.
It has all of that and donations. Anybody who is wanting to help with any of the preservation projects that we are working on, there's a donation link in there as well. So, and we're doing raffles to help raise funds for these properties as well. So,
That's awesome.
Very good.
A lot of these places, they don't have the funds to be able to keep up their locations. Owning one of these places is difficult and expensive, right?
it is.
Things don't get cheaper, folks.
It doesn't. And I mean, when we have our personal
I see.
MySpace, because I can
That's my
still get
mom.
my MySpace.
That's funny.
That's Mom. And we've been helping a few locations here in the South raise funds to help and keep the historical integrity of these properties.
Yeah.
Because it's not just saving the properties, but also keeping the historical integrity of each one of those properties.
Yeah.
That's very important because if you're not keeping the historical integrity and you're just going to turn it into, an apartment complex, or you're going to just turn it into a warehouse, then what's really the reason for, trying to preserve anything?
I've donated tens of thousands of dollars to what I thought at the time was a historical Mexican fort. It turned out it was just a Taco Bell.
I hope everything came out well.
Eventually.
Bell.
So that's awesome, guys.
Yeah, so that's our main goal as a nonprofit. We have fun, we joke around, we do events, we build equipment, but our sole focus is helping save these properties. I have worked from Washington D.C. with historic properties. I have been all over from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and that's what we focus on the most is saving these properties.
Yeah, and that's like the REM pods and all that. That's how we get the money to get to the places we need to get to. Because as
There
you
it
guys
is,
know,
folks.
it's not cheap.
Hit up their link tree, buy a REM pod, support these wonderful, beautiful ladies and what they do, and help them keep some of these places open. Because here's the thing: a lot of these older locations, if they close down, guess what? You don't get to go there ever again.
That's it. And Chris, I think it was coming out the other end, not just now.
Yeah. Very true.
The lady has.
Yeah, we look forward to talking to you guys again. Would love to have you back on the show.
Yes, thank you for
Definitely. It's
having
been
us.
fun. Yeah, sure.
Roll those mother fluffing credits.